real quick?
Wait a minute. I can cut off anything you don't want. So it's alright.
I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why you always put that on?
Because I'm going to sell merchandise.
Oh.
And so I want them to fall in love with this image here.
Gotcha.
Okay. Anyway. What up, family? What up, America? Anyone that is watching, I want to say, what was my slogan? Come and sit and talk with us, if you will. I say, come and sit and talk with us only, if you will. Okay, all right. So, to start off, I'd like to talk about 2020. In January, we started off with World War III. I was talking about World War III. And then February, my boy passed away. Him and Gigi.
And the other family.
And the rest of the families, of course. We've even had a personal family that passed away. And then all of a sudden, the Rona is just running amok and got us locked up in the house. So
basically took away our lives.
A little bit.
As they say, the gas prices have went down, but where can we go?
Okay, speaking of that, someone made a video talking about their gas was down to 9 cents.
What?
I kid you not.
Okay.
down to 9 cents. But he was mad because he was like, we can fill up, but where are we going to go?
Yeah,
we can't go nowhere.
Can't go to no restaurants. Even these little small restaurants, they're closed.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
He was talking about he was just driving about his apartment complex because he filled up on the tank of gas. He just swerved through the parking lot a little bit, roll up on some people, but 2020 has been a little crazy. I mean, very emotional, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope everyone out there is doing well and staying safe, and I pray that no one has the Rona. And
just take care of yourselves. Do what everybody has been asking you guys to do.
Pretty much.
Make sure you are basically thinking about others and yourself. So make sure you're washing your hands.
Mm-hmm.
These are things
you should be
been doing.
You should be doing from the get-go. Right?
We should have been having hand sanitizer, all the different types of stuff.
We keep sanitizer on deck.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, for sure. So an update. Last weekend, I made a video about if I should, or basically how I felt about going out to my friends' birthday events and stuff because of the whole situation. I mean, shit was getting a little real. They was telling everybody pretty much to stay home, don't be in crowds and whatnot. And luckily, he decided to basically cancel everything just for the safety of everyone and whatnot.
Shout out to you, T-Net.
Shout out, my brother. And he did invite us over to the crib with the family, but out of safety, only out of safety, because otherwise I would have been there. We did not go. And it's okay that she's pointing at me, but y'all gotta understand, the last time I hung out with them, nothing personal, but I caught the flu. On Christmas, like during Christmas, I was literally sick for like almost 2 weeks. Like
I was stuck playing nurse.
Like on Christmas Day, I couldn't even go visit people because your boy was sick. So, I mean, like I told y'all in the last video, I don't really do the whole sickness thing, and I just want to stay safe.
He really doesn't. Even when I'm sick, he like, I do feel like I'm alone. Post Scholar when she's sick.
No, I'm doing better with Scholar though.
Yeah, you
because
have
I know about her
better.
phases and stuff, and
yeah.
I allow her to cough in my face, even though I despise such a thing.
Did you?
Yeah. It's been a couple times she caught me with my mouth wide open. So But I'm doing better at the end of the day. But moving on, one thing we want to talk about is a lot of people are being asked to stay at home, right, because of the Rona, and a lot of schools are shutting it down.
Shut down.
So a lot of the kids are having to stay home with the parents. They cannot go to work, and so parents are being asked to basically juggle. Well, if you work from home, or you have the ability to work from home, then you're asking to be. You're being asked to juggle working from home while taking care of your child because they cannot go to school. So, K. Marie over here has been handling up
Struggle.
pretty good. I wouldn't really say a struggle. She's been doing good. Skylar has been obedient, to say the least, and been doing everything she asked her to do. Pretty much. I mean, Skylar's 3. Skylar is 3, so she has her moments. But besides the moments, I mean, she's doing pretty good.
Okay, first off.
She's taking her naps.
Let me
stuff.
take over. Okay. First off, okay. I work for a foster care agency, which is very demanding.
Yep, let them know. 24/7. Let them know how much demanding.
On call, whenever my parents need me, my kids need me, or whatever the case is. We cannot stop working because of the Rona that's going on, just like all the other health professionals and such. Kids still need homes because abuse, unfortunately, is still happening. Neglect is still happening. I'm sure more of neglect is even happening even more, sad to say. But it is what it is. So I say that to say that, yes, we have been instructed to work from home, which is great. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. It's been good because typically I don't really like to do the work at home. It just depends on how I feel. True. I like to be in the office because I be needing to print, scan stuff.
But lately, the office has been very distracting, and you've been able to
lately,
get more.
Yes, I have been able to get more work done. So I say that to say I have not been able to get the work that I need to get done because I am having to be, aka the babysitter, for my child. Parents are starting to really experience what the teachers have been going through, and what they experience with their kids.
I wouldn't really say that.
Because they spend majority of the day at school. Okay.
Yeah, but we're talking about a group of kids of 20 kids compared to your one child.
Yeah, correct. I'm just saying, I'm witnessing what my child does, so I just can't imagine that times 10 more other kids.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Oh.
At a school.
Well, according to you, the 10 other kids would probably be better than Skylar. According to you, Skylar is a bit much.
No, I talked to her teacher pretty well, and, she is a bit much. Because of the fact that she's a one-child sibling. Well, take that back. Not a sibling. She's a one-child. And so...
That don't mean any bad, though. I was a one-child for a long time, and look at me. Look at you. Look at your boy.
That's a whole conversation, okay?
Your boy is... Okay?
Anyhow.
I represent for the single ones for a little bit until the other one came in, but...
Anyways, so, yes, it's been a challenge because she's 3 years old and she's in this phase. She's been in this phase of wanting to be constantly in your face, wanting, people to play with her. And I actually feel sorry for her because I was her before. And
first off, Skylar has always been like this.
She's always, but it has heightened. And she really she gets really, really sad. She really desires someone to play with her. Oh,
Are
yeah.
you making a pitch for another child? Is this what's going on right now?
No.
I wouldn't say sad. I've been around her. She's not sad.
Okay, first of all, I've been with her the last.
She
for
come
the,
in,
for
we
the
been
most of the
playing-
days. He just started
We've been playing toys
helping
and
me at home. And
We
so
be having
let me just say
combos.
that. So I am truly grateful that George has decided to to stay at home and help me, because the first 2 days was a struggle, okay? Because I'm constantly on the phone. I'm having to type up notes. We have an audit that's coming on Tuesday, and so sister got to get all this stuff done. And I still have so much to get done. And it's just crazy on the midst of trying to get placements and kids acting the donkey. Because, you know, I mean, just y'all think about it. Kids that are mentally ill, have trauma or went through trauma, they're having to be cooped up in a house, and foster parents are having to basically get creative and basically adjust. So this is all a big adjustment for all of us, not just me, but we're all in this thing. And so it's been really helpful that George decided to just kind of be at home with me and help me, because, you know, as Skylar say, you're my best friend. Just melts me on.
she says it now. We'll see what she says when she's a teenager.
Right.
Who's the best friend? But
Well, I will soak it in for
it's
now.
cute right now. Oop, not the call.
And
A chip was in my throat. It's a chip. Everybody's a chip.
okay.
All right, I'm good.
Already. So, but yes, he's been helping me out on playing with her. Even when he's like tired, he's like got his little hand and he's just like, you know, doing all this. So it's cute.
So you saw that.
Yeah, I was, you know, I'd be watching or whatnot, and it's almost like she desires my attention more when she knows I can't give it to her. And so it's so funny and it's cute at the same time, but I just be like, Skylar, mommy's busy. But then you go into mom guilt, which is a whole different conversation. And
Mom guilt.
yeah, mom guilt.
What is that? Like you
It's a
feel
whole
bad.
other conversation. It's
that you
basically that you feel bad that you can't do the things that your child may need or want. And so, you know, you just have mom guilt.
But you know what really, I feel like really brings that about is like Skylar pushes the envelope.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? She doesn't do it one time and give up.
Oh, no.
Like she has to come over.
Yeah, she's demanding.
Get in your lap.
Yeah, one child syndrome. Yeah. And so her teacher and a whole bunch of people keep telling us, when y'all gonna have a second child, it will calm down. And
Nah, but Miss Gully be like, all you need is one.
Oh.
All you need is one. She was a single child. She turned out great. She said, Skylar turned out great. She fine. Okay. But so
yeah, it's been a struggle. So shout out to all the parents, foster parents, bio parents, grandparents, whoever who's at home with the kiddos. Just so y'all know, there's many websites that you guys can utilize for the kids, for their boredom, for any autism. It's out there. The resources are out there. You just have to basically research it. They're giving it out for free. ABC Kids or
you know what? I'll probably include a link down below the video. So
yeah, so there's
make
a
it
bunch of
easier.
them, and
Yeah.
so
Keep the
utilize
kids busy.
them. Keep the kids busy. Keep structure. And one thing, last thing I'm gonna say, I think, is shout out to my girl, my sis, my bro, Nyla, Johnson, and AJ, because
sure.
they made this whole schedule to structure their children and to make sure that they are continuing to learn and get the education that they need and all that good stuff. Her whole family is educators, so I'm not surprised. But they're awesome.
And they got a little genius on their hand. Like, she's already teaching first grade and everything. She's like a class assistant. She's amazing, awesome. Though.
Yeah, she is.
Naila probably wouldn't. She probably downplay it, but
yeah.
Look, I've seen other kids and I've seen her child.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
I see my child, and she gets irritated.
My child is right there though. She got a bad attitude.
She's smart, but she's not bad. I'm sorry.
Impatient. Not a bad attitude.
I love her. That's my baby.
Impatient. She's
impatient, but she doesn't really care to learn. She's scared to learn. Okay. She has her moments where she will learn.
The reason why
she doesn't.
The reason why she doesn't care to learn is we don't present it in a fun way.
I have presented it in a fun way. No. I've watched you put it in a fun way.
Literally the other day.
Are you kidding me?
Mommy gave her an ultimatum to do something, and learning was one of the ultimatums. It was like, you know what? You can go do some ABCs and go to bed.
No, I didn't do it that way.
Okay, maybe not that way.
I did not do it that way.
But the way you presented it, it was just not. It was just like.
No, it was actually. I can't remember, but it was actually really good. I thought she was actually going to choose.
Now, one time she actually.
I said take a nap. I said, hey, would you like to play a game? I asked her would she like to play a game with her ABC cards, the flashcards, or take a nap. Guess what my baby
She didn't choose to take a nap.
She chose to take a nap. What kid chooses to take a nap over a game? Okay, so obviously my baby don't like. She don't enjoy learning like that. Okay, it's what it is.
But the other day,
later on, I'm gonna take your advice of what you used to tell me is it will come later on. And that's what helps me out. Because I just be like.
But the other day, she was actually crying to learn the ABCs with Barbie.
Yeah, and that's why I said that we do it sometimes in a fun way. And there's moments where she still doesn't want to learn. Now, she does get frustrated. Oh my gosh. Like
within seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't take long at all.
Yeah, I just.
Like, as soon as she can't get it, it's frustration.
She's like,
yeah.
She just, ooh.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. Anywho's. But yeah. So, y'all keep it up.
Anybody that got suggestions with a child that gets frustrated easily and you figured out a tactic, please help your boy and your girl out, because when we say literally, she can go put on a shoe, and if that shoe does not go on right away, it is a problem. Like, we talking about whining, crying, attitude, like break down. So if you guys have suggestions, please comment below. Give us some tips, because I mean, this is child number 1, so we learning day by day, and she's a test, day after day.
A challenge. Okay?
A challenge. Okay.
She is the star test.
Literally, she's a handful. Okay. So the next thing I want to go over is we have a couple of relationship questions. You know, I feel like me and my babe were pretty amazing, and you know what I'm saying. Not to brag, you know what I'm saying. Not to brag. But
can we do a whole separate video?
Yeah, I can split it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You wanna pause it?
I don't have to pause it. I can literally split it. So you can continue, and I can.
Okay, so let's make it sound like a whole new video then.
Okay. Family. Family, I want to say what's up to you guys. I want to ask you guys to have a seat and talk with me, if you will. I said have a seat and talk with me, only if you will. Okay? So, we have some questions in regards to relationships, and you know, not to brag, you know what I'm saying. There's many amazing relationships out there. There's a lot of relationships that people make work and stuff, but I pray to God for a certain package, and he delivered for me, honestly. So, you know, if I can find the sound effects, I will add that for sure, because this woman is amazing, bro. Not even to brag, you know. I know a lot of Jews brag about their woman, but the reason why I say she's amazing is because she gets me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an arguer. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people argue in their relationships and fake it until they make it or don't make it, whatever. But we don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? When we have issues and stuff, we're able to actually talk it out. A lot of times it turns into debates and stuff. And me personally, I like debates. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with being wrong. You know, I might not admit it at first, but I will stay quiet, give it thought. And if you right, I will come back and be like, you know what, you right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, but the arguing stuff is not me. And I know there's a lot of relationships out there where there's a lot of heated conversations going down because people just might not be that great at communicating on a calm, collective level. Right? And
now, mind you, we have heated conversations, but we don't get heated, if that makes sense.
Break it down, because someone might be like, hell no,
So,
you just said.
For example, marriages go through infidelity, financial issues, communication issues, all these different types of issues. Okay. Now, if those are the heated topics, so we have those heated topics, but is there a way of going about it?
Right.
And so when we finally do have those heated topics that come up between us, we're not getting heated between each other.
Right. We're not yelling at each other. I'm not cussing her out. I've never called her any explicit word ever, because it's just it's not needed. It's just a conversation.
I definitely applaud him for that.
Thank you. Real talk though, like never have I ever, and I don't feel like that's a necessary for any type of relationship. Honestly, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship you got to be able to talk to your friend. If you can't talk to your friend, then what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? You can't be arguing and stuff. You know how you is with your best friends. Y'all might get heated and stuff. Now, some of y'all might actually cuss your best friend out and then call him back and be cool with him. You know, I understand that happens from time to time, but me personally, I knew what I wanted in a relationship. I didn't want to argue. I wanted to talk and have, you know, conversations. And that's what God gave me. So because of that, you know what I'm saying, we have a couple of questions that we're just gonna, I guess, read out and then give our opinions on, and go from there. And yeah, if anybody has any suggestions or questions themselves, feel free to drop the comment down below or whatever the case may be, and when we get a chance, we'll definitely answer your questions and go from there.
Or add-ons.
Or that as well.
And before we start, you know, because I, you know, went over these questions and they are off the wall. Okay, I had to ask him, are these real people?
These are real people asking real
yes, these are real
questions.
people, real questions.
Like,
I mean, they're good questions, but they're off the wall, and you will see in a few minutes. Okay, like they are completely thrown. I was like, what? Like on a few of the questions, I was like, what? But I respect it, you know, at least you questioning it or whatever, but
at least you're getting it out in the open and trying to get someone's opinion.
You trying to get someone else's opinion before just
but
doing
some of them,
something.
you know, people are, it's a lot of stuff that goes on in life, and you never know until someone open their mouth and let you know what's going on. So
behind closed doors.
If we're not here to
judge,
call out any names or judge anything,
by
so
no
don't
means.
think that we're going to be out here blasting anybody, because we're not going to do that.
Yeah, never judgment. Never, because no marriage is perfect. Even though we got a good connection, but no marriage is perfect. And I say that to say, along with these questions, get you a good group of friends or good family members that you can trust, so that they can hold you accountable. Because shout out to my sisters and my friends.
I don't have that like that.
Yeah, he don't. He needs to. Yeah, you need to. But anyways, my sisters, my close friends, shout out to them because whenever things is going on, I'm able to check myself with them or just kind of be like, look, how can I go about this? Or this is what's going on. How can I just not make sure this? Or am I wrong? So with these questions, maybe some of you guys could be able to use those things.
You
so
know, relate, basically.
here we go.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. I've been married for 4 years and we are celebrating next month.
Okay.
And my husband wants to get a tattoo
Okay.
of his name. Of his name.
Wants her to get the tattoo of her name? I mean, his name?
Yes. My husband wants me to get a tattoo of his name. They've been married for 4 years. I don't have any tattoos. So first tattoo.
Okay.
Do you think I should get his name tattooed on me?
Look, me personally, I have never been a believer in getting anyone's name tattooed on you. Reason why is because everyone I've seen do that has always ended up in basically separated. Long story short, separated. Like they don't last, and it's just like So me personally, no. And this your first tattoo too? Nah, not the name. Now it'd be cute if y'all get like a little symbol or something that represents for you guys, but as far as putting the name on there, and nah.
And so my thing about it, and this is just it, and we're gonna move on to the next question, is that if you have to put someone's name on you to signify,
You better say something. You better let them know
something
special.
or a connection or whatever you want to call it, okay?
Y'all been in it for 4 years now?
Then
Come on.
yeah, you shouldn't have to do that. There's other ways of going about it.
Yeah.
I've had this experience, and my best friend pretty much told me this same thing. Like, if they don't love you without having to put their name on
Mark
you,
yourself.
then it's not worth it because, like George said, like
They don't last, bro. I
sometimes
promise
they
you.
don't last, and a lot of times
Bro,
these names get
no.
covered, have to get covered.
No,
up.
not sometime. They never last, bro. Never. Celebrities do it all the time. Like people do this stuff all the time, and they just never last, bro.
But hey, we said our piece about it. If you decide to go along with it, just know there's tattoo artists that are really
They can
good
cover it
and
up.
they can cover it up. All right. Question number 2. Hi. Hey. I'm 32 years old. My boyfriend is 50. I'm 32 years old and my boyfriend is 50.
All right, that's cool.
And we have a really great relationship.
Okay.
We have been together for 3 years. I plan on marrying him and hopefully having kids with my 50-year-old boyfriend.
All right, that's
I'm
cool.
sorry.
Ain't nothing wrong with
But
that.
sometimes it gets boring. Oh. What do I do?
Okay. It gets boring sometimes. I mean, I feel like that's a more of a communication situation. Like, if it's boring and stuff, I feel like you need to communicate with him and let him know about the boring times. And because if you really into this person and you're talking about possibly having kids with this person, you know what I'm saying? This is kind of serious. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, if you guys talk it out, you know, tell them about the boring times, stuff that you want to do to fill up the boring times. Now, don't say it's boring and you ain't got no idea to be able to satisfy this boring. Like,
That's true.
you know, come to the conversation with some ideas already in your head. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like y'all can work it out. You know what I'm saying? If it sounds like you happy with them, Because I mean, if you want to have kids with somebody, you got to be happy with them. You know what I'm saying? Or they slanging the dick. But I mean, I feel like a conversation is for this. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know, I don't feel like you need to leave anybody or anything. I feel like a conversation. See if you guys want to make some plans and fill up that boring space, and y'all good.
Well, first off, you know, just because you 32 and he's 50 doesn't mean
y'all young.
You know that you can't do things that are fun. There's young people who are in relationships that are boring. You know, so I would say that. But with that being said, to piggyback on what he mentioned, yeah, this definitely coming to the table, being honest, letting him understand, you know, hey, I love you. This is where we at in our relationship. I would like to move forward. You always, before you starting to move forward, especially with the fact that you have an idea of wanting to get married with him, or get married to him and have kids, then you want to go in with it being honest. And, you know, who's to say he doesn't feel the same way? And so that way y'all can kind of brainstorm and just kind of figure out what things that we can do to kind of, you know, spice up the relationship. I think this would be a good conversation for you guys, just because some of those things he may not like to do. And even though y'all in love and all that, maybe it ain't meant to be. And this would be that opportunity for you guys to figure out if this is meant to be. Because, you know, certain conversations open up another set of conversations, and you kind of really evaluate your relationship. So yeah, if you think it's boring, I think it's truly important for you to really address this situation.
Gotta nip that in the butt.
Yeah, because you're gonna be, when you get married, you married for life, and so being born for life.
Like 50% of people is.
It just ain't gonna work out. Okay. Like, hello.
50%. Okay, I am struggling trying to get this straight. Okay, I think I got it there.
All right. Is that it for that?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Question number 3. I've been dating a guy that I met on an app about 2 months now. I feel it's time to start introducing him to friends and family, but if they ask how we met, should I tell the truth or lie?
Tell the truth. Why not tell the truth? You grown. Ain't no reason to be lying about where you met somebody.
Exactly. And nowadays, everybody meeting everybody everywhere on dating
Tinder
sites.
is huge.
It's like a major thing
like,
to date online.
Yeah, this is what's happening in 2020.
Right.
Along with a lot of other stuff.
And more importantly, if you can't tell the truth on where y'all met, then
you don't need to be introducing nobody.
Right. He ain't what that is.
Nobody.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
I only date. Question number 4. So I only date wealthy guys. Some of my friends judge me and say I'm too picky. I want to settle down someday, but at this point, you gotta have the money. The money.
Okay.
Okay, where I'm at. Childish. Okay, people sometimes ask me, what do I have to bring to the table? My response is, I am the table. Whoop whoop. So should I lower my standards?
Okay, first up, if your answer is I am the table, you need to lower your standards, because that means you ain't bringing shit to the table but yourself. Right? You can't want the rich dude and then not being able to bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like Bonnie and Clyde. You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, help this dude make more money, have some shit going for yourself. If you feel like you just gonna show up and he gotta have money, you just like no. So
well, my question is, well, you know, do you have a pretty good job? Or, you know, are you stable? You know, I mean, if you just date a rich guys just to have a come up and just to kind of be like a gold digger, I mean, That ain't love.
That's a no-go.
You know?
It's just about money.
Yeah, and money don't bring happiness. It
At
doesn't.
all.
It fulfills lifelong
Now, you can
goals
buy a whole bunch of shit, but
and live life desirable, but it doesn't bring happiness. It's the connection. If you don't have no connection, and you got this rich guy,
and then you not bringing
you'll be
nothing
miserable.
to the table but
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
That was your answer. That's the
Like,
best
really?
answer you could have gave.
Like, really?
What you bringing to the table? Me.
Yeah.
Get out.
Fire.
Okay.
So your question was, should I lower my standards?
Yes. Unless you start bringing some money to the table yourself, then no. If you making money, then yes, cool. You can chase the dudes that got money. But if you not bringing nothing to the table, which sounds like you're not, nothing personal. But no,
It's
you
cold.
can't.
She might be bringing something to the table.
Oh, like I
Might be
said,
bad enough.
like I'm saying, if
She might get twerk on me.
okay, no, it has to be more than twerking. It's, no.
Look, some rich
No.
guys may want that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, it's not necessarily just you lowering your standards, okay? It's just a matter of balance and just if that's really what you want. Do you want just a rich guy or do you want love? Do you want a connection? Do you want a real relationship?
All I'm gonna say is you gotta bring something to the table, other than yourself, because anybody can bring themselves to the table. They don't take much.
So, question number 5. Me and my boyfriend has been together for 6 months.
Okay.
We were, and we're super, super in love.
Okay.
And right now, currently, we are trying to get burgers. Now we have the best sex life ever. And we want to know what's the best sex position to get pregnant.
That's a question?
Yes.
Okay, well, from my understanding, you can get pregnant from any position.
Yes. Thank you.
Like, I don't think there's really a best one. As long as it goes inside and does what it has to do,
You feel
you're
good.
pretty much bound
you get
to
that,
get.
you know, and
I mean, if the sex is really that good, I
then
don't
it's
think y'all
gonna
have,
do. It's gonna do
it's
what
gonna
it
happen.
needs to do.
Exactly. So.
But if you want a position, just choose your favorite position, girl.
I promise you, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
You
Make
know,
sure you're ovulating. Make sure you have high fertility.
That's all you need to do. Yeah.
All right. Question number 6.
Uh-huh.
I'm recently single. I've been on a lot of dating apps and going on dates about once a week. And I seem to not be able to keep my hormones in check. And I end up sleeping with basically having one night stands.
Okay.
My friends feel like I'm out of control. What do you think? You out of control, okay? If you gotta ask it, you're out of control, okay? If you gotta ask it, it's the truth, okay? Bottom line. You're out of control. Get it together, okay?
A little bit more.
You
control.
going on all these dates now. I can understand you
One a
single.
week?
You going here and there on your
And you
little
telling me
one-night
once a
stand.
week you giving it up
But
to straight.
yeah, it's
You know,
STDs
I'm not even gonna
out
say
there.
that out loud because that sounds bad.
You know,
It's Corona out there. Look, first off, just stay in the house, okay? Don't be. Okay, this.
And when the corona is over, just
Yeah, you
bruh,
gotta-
like
A little self